Hey, Less Lethal community, this is Tom from Free State Less Lethal. Today I am going to be doing a brief unboxing and just putting together of a new marker that I just bought. This is the Valken CQMF, and this paintball marker was a great sale on it and I couldn't resist, so I am going to make this my next project. Let's open her up. Got a manual here. Hopefully we won't need to dig into that. We got the marker, magazine, barrel, and some accessories. We'll go through this kind of quickly here. I like the way this thing is packaged. With all this Velcro holding these pieces in the box. Kind of a nice presentation. Alright, there's the marker itself. Here's the barrel. And this, I believe, is a, let's see, looks like about an 8.5 inch barrel. One of the things I'll be doing is I'm going to be changing this out. Talk a little bit about my plans a little bit later in the video here. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, screw in that barrel there just for looks. Here is the magazine that it comes with. This is a either 16 or 18 round, I can't remember, magazine, and this will hold either round balls or shaped projectiles. Let's see, it also comes with these flip-up iron sights. I will not be using those. Don't like them. I'll be using something else. Comes with a barrel plug, you know, for paintball. A few miscellaneous O-rings, and a couple of Allen keys. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remove this stock and replace it with this one. So this stock is for people who want to run a remote line. There's a quick disconnect down to an air tank bottle that they would carry on their body. I don't plan to use it like that. This is an air tank that I plan to screw directly into the back, and it's a simple and really easy conversion here. We simply just there's an Allen key here, an Allen screw. Okay, take out that screw, and then this unscrews from the back end. And once you've done that, you can set that aside, and now I've got my air bottle that screws in directly in place of it. It just screws right in. Now what I have here is I've got a 13 cubic inch air tank, and I've also got an ASA on off. So an ASA is really going to be a necessary addition. This controls the airflow out of your bottle. And I've also got just a tank cover, stock tank cover that I 3D printed for myself. So this just screws into the back. And I think I actually charged up the marker here. let me all right, I'll be right back. Okay, so one thing that I did notice with this particular marker, and I've heard of this problem with these Valken markers, is when you try to screw an air bottle onto the end of this one, and it's not going to happen with every one of their markers, the air bottle screws in so far that it automatically engages the bottle, or in this case engages the ASA that I have here. So what I've done is I've just used a split washer, a lock washer, and I did open up the washer a little bit, the diameter of the washer, set it in here, and I'm using it basically as a shim, right? So the bottle just doesn't screw in quite as far. There we go. And now the bottle is fully screwed on. The O-ring on the ASA fully engages. There's really no issue there. And now, so that's all set up. So a couple of things about the marker that I like. This is mostly metal. This is aluminum here. This is all aluminum here. This down here is hard plastic. The magazine is plastic, but it's heavy and it's got a very high quality feel to it. A couple other things I like are the ambidextrous selector switch. So this selector switch will do either single fire automatic and safety, and you have the same thing on this side. So no matter if you're a lefty or a righty, you've got your selector switch. The same thing with the magazine release. So there is a button on this side that allows you to release your magazine, and you've got the same thing repeated on this side with a slightly different looking button to release your magazine. So very good for left-handers. So I'm going to be doing a couple other videos. This is unmodified. I am going to be doing a video just kind of baselining the output power of this thing. I don't expect much. I think these come out of the box at like 7.5 joules or so. But a couple of things I will be doing, and I'll talk about these more in later videos as I'm going through this. I will be deleting the PRV, the pressure release valve or pressure relief valve, and I'll be removing the guts out of the velocity adjuster. So both of these things are really there for paintball, for less lethal use. Neither of these things, neither this regulator nor this pressure release valve, are necessary. And I'll talk about that a little bit later as I go through. So I'll be doing those two things. I'm also going to be putting on a longer barrel, which, let me find that. There it is. So I'll be putting on this longer barrel. I purchased this separately. It's 11 inches long. I think I said the stock barrel is 8.5 inches long. This is the stock barrel from a Tipman, I think it's called the Tipman TMC. If that's not it, I'll put it on the screen, but I think that's what it is. It's just a stock barrel from that marker. I did want a longer barrel for this, just for additional power. and it'll stick out to what, about right there, as opposed to the stock barrel. I did a little comparison between these two barrels. This barrel has a just slightly smaller inner diameter than the stock barrel, and it really, these are Grimberg Jewel V2s, which I plan to use as my primary ammunition in this marker. These fit exceptionally well in this barrel. In fact, it's actually just resting there at the end, and I have to blow it out the end. Really good fit. I like this barrel. I think I'm going to enjoy using it. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing also. These are the sights I'll be using. These are just some that I bought on Amazon. I'll be putting these sights on it. So, and then I'll be putting this laser light flashlight combo on it. So we'll go over all that. I ordered these. Let me get the bag open. There we go. There we go. I ordered these detents. There's actually, I think, 4 of them in the bag, from John Wixon. These are 3D printed. They are, I believe, TPU material, so they are flexible, but they go inside to capture the ball as it comes into the breech so that it doesn't end up rolling out of the barrel. That's one of the issues with these guns, is the detent, the stock detent is so soft that the balls end up rolling out the barrel. So that's why we have these stiffer detents. And I, again, got these from John Wixon. I'll put his link up. And then I got this little cover. So as I mentioned, I'll be deleting this pressure release valve, PRV, and basically you just take this out and then you put a M10 by 1 set screw in here, and this is just a little metal cover to dress up that set screw after it's put in. And yeah, so we'll talk about that in a later video. Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this. It's going to be fun, and you know, I'll do some more videos as we go along, and we'll get this thing all set up for home defense use, less lethal. All right, take care.